Hey guys, how are you? Anybody here yet? I don't see anybody yet. So that's fine. I will sit back and I will wait for you. I hope everybody got my post okay. Regular Saturday Night Live, so to speak. I can, well, I'll wait till some people come in and I will put up a link. So anybody that wants to come up and have anything to share, feel free to do that. As I roll up my sleeves and get ready. Let's see here. Wonder why that's not changing. Mm-mm. Well, okie dokie. So today I watched Chris McDonough on the lab with Josh, and I wished I would have seen that video before um, I made my video about the Dr. Phil show. Because as I thought about it, I thought, okay, these people, they are smart. There's something going on. I think it's almost like a cat and mouse game, in my opinion. Um, the way they're doing things. Excuse me, I'm rolling up my sleeves. Let's see, what is this? There's my comments. How's everybody doing? Hey, Summer. Pamela ran 5150. Cindy. Hey, guys. So, does anybody want to come up and just shoot the breeze with me? Say whatever you feel, as long as it's not profanities and things like that will get me in trouble. I can post the link if you would like. Oh, I know. The Chris McDonough wasn't supposed to be on tonight, so that threw me off too. And I thought, oh man, I'm gonna miss it because I had to get ready. And so missing it. But I'll watch it later. See what's going on with him. What was he? Um, I did see his wife Karen was up there with him, so I wasn't sure if they were going to because it said TBI, and I'm like, ooh, what's going down? Something happening that I need to know about? Can you guys hear me and everything okay? Yep. Okay. Hey, Ari. How are you? Hey, it's good to see you guys here. What's happening, y'all? Cheryl, nice to see you. Does anybody want to come and talk? You have anything that you want to get off your chest or gripe about? because let's see. Dylan told me what to push. That's pretty sad when you get old and you can't do all this new stuff. It's crazy. Did you catch Josh the Lab last night's live with Doug and Chris? No. No. I seen Josh today on the Lab with Chris McDonough. No, wait. Was that the one where Doug got in trouble? Kinda. Let's bitch about Nita's world profiling off of profiting off of Summer Wells. Who is Nita? Nita's world? I can look it up. Let me unplug this. Nita's world. There are several YouTubers. I'm not going to say who they are, but I do not like them. And I have warned people don't go over there. Don't, because they're like bad news people. I mean, they will sabotage your life, your livelihood, your family. I mean, some people are evil. They just don't care. And I don't know how they get away with it. I really don't. Okay. And Nita's world. Okay, okay. I don't hardly ever mess with my tablet anymore. But there is this one lady that I wanted to talk about, and I'm not talking bad or anything about her. Um, okay. Does anybody know anything about? Okay, Ari, was that the one where Doug got in trouble? Chris McDonough was telling him, "No, don't go there." With putting Doug or Dawn on a panel with Mary and uh, the other lady's name. I can't think right now. But was that the same live that you're talking about? I want to come up, but babysitting my grandbaby. Oh, how sweet. That was that one. I did see that. And believe it or not, I really did kind of feel bad for Doug. If it was me, I probably would have just clicked off, and took off crying or something. But who grinds your gears? Doug? When am I having a panel again? I'm on every Saturday night at 8 o'clock live, and I will always drop a link if somebody wants to come in and talk, um, get something off your chest, bring something to our attention, anything like that you need somebody to talk to, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not cussing or talking bad about another YouTuber or something like that, because that's just not very adult like. I forgot about your live. Oh, well, you made it. So you didn't forget. um, let's see. Um, let me remember how to do this. Okay. Copied. Okay. And then can't get it to do it. Oh, I have to hit shift at the same time or what? No, don't hide it. I have lots of I good grief, I can't see. Perfect. I have lots to save about paranormal experiences. Saving images I got on my phone with Gabby. Oh, okay. I may not be able to. I might have to call Dylan down here to. I hate to do that. I pushed that. Let me try it again. I got to figure this out. Copied. I knew what you meant, Ari. It's okay. There. I don't know how that happened, but well, show. Okay, there's the link. And let's see. Pin user. Oh, and timeout. No, no. I'm not putting anybody in timeout. If if there's a reason to put somebody in timeout, don't you think it's just reason enough to tell them to go away for a while or something? Or watch something else? And that's what I don't understand. Why do people gripe about stuff? I mean, if you don't like what you're watching, change the channel. It's kind of like if you don't like the way things are going in your town, in your state, or in the United States, vote. If you do not know who you're voting for and you vote, you don't have a right to complain. But that's me. Maybe if I email you, I go up the pics and you can show them. Um, yeah, good luck with that. I don't I'm not very technical. Really, I'm not very technical. But I mean if they're like on your phone or something, you can hold them up probably. I have a lot of pictures too, and they're actually on a hard drive that was an old computer of mine. And I didn't get my whole computer back during that breakup. I just got the hard drive. So I need to find somebody who can take everything off of that hard drive, put it on CDs or something where I can look through the photographs because there are a lot of them that have orbs and stuff in them. And there are certain times when spirits and stuff like that are more active. Um, and it doesn't have to be at night. A lot of people think you have to wait until a certain time to um, try to record stuff like that, and you don't. I mean, if there's a ghost there at night, there's a ghost there during the day, and I don't really like calling them ghosts. They're people, and they're passed on, so to me, they're a spirit, and I treat them no different than I would if they were alive, because most of the time that's how I see them. Um, okay. Well, there's the link, and I will get something. I will. You'll pop up down here on my side, and I'll be able to see who's wanting to come up and talk. But I'm open. I really there's a lot of times I'm up, like last night. I was tired, but I didn't go to bed. I slept for maybe an hour today in the living room in my chair. And I don't know, that's just how I've been living. One of them you can see is Brian's profile and Gabby's face in my living room window. Do you ever, or has anybody ever went to a cemetery and you know you're by yourself? I love cemeteries. To me, they're very comforting, soothing, quiet, relaxing. I mean, to me. And I've heard, um, I had visited a grave, and when I went to leave, the guy said, I told him, I said, I'll be back. And he said, bye, babe, or something like that. And I heard him. And I, that I seen his mother. And I told his mother, she goes, yeah, that was him. He's a big flirt. So you're a sweet woman, Sherry. God bless you. This is true crime. Hey. Well, it's nice to have you here. I'll have to check out your channel. There are so many true crime channels anymore, and I like it because not all of them, but there are a lot that um, YouTubers are making a big difference. And, you know, the cops are always saying, we need the public's help. We need the public's help. Now they have all these great YouTubers and we're ready to help. And then they talk about how, oh, we don't listen to YouTubers and all that crap. That's just ridiculous. Make up your mind. Do you want our help or not? And we're going to help regardless because that's the kind of people we are, you know? And we all have different specialties and abilities and gifts and things like that. So I don't think anybody should be really be ruled out unless they're there for the money. And just some of them just no, they're not very good. Okay. Um true crime. Okay. I have Nita's World up here on here. So what what was she doing? I mean, what do I need to know? Let me see. You know what? I think I can get in trouble for that. I don't have the volume on. And I'm not showing you a picture. Let me just see what. Oh, I just turned it off. Shit. Shoot. There's the link is right up here. Right. I always get it backwards. Right there. See? Right there. So I've never heard of this one right here. But what's the deal with her? You're afraid of cemeteries. TBH. What does TBH mean? True crime. Casey Anthony. Man, I tell you what, that woman does not want to meet me in a dark alley. Let me tell you that. You know, hate is a strong, strong word. And I don't like using that. But she's one person that I can say I hate. Casey Anthony. Oh, my nails. They are like $5 Kiss brand press on nails. I used to get my nails done all the time. Um, but these, when they come off, I usually leave them off for a while, let my fingernails breathe, and then I'll put some more on when I get tired of that. But trying to make room over here for this. Now I don't know. She was trying to make money off of Summer. So that's one reason why I don't like to put a video in Summer's name. I really don't like doing that because I don't make money off of YouTube anyway. But I don't think it's right for people to profit off of anybody's death, especially a little kid, or a veteran. Ugh, that makes me mad. Okay, this true crime. I want, yeah, acrylics. I'm just listening to what she's saying. Yeah. Um, I think it was Michelle Crawford. Let's see. Um, I'm looking for the name of your. Uh, what's the name of your platform? Okay. Do you have any thoughts on the number three? Yes. 3 in the morning? Yes. Um, yes. And I will get to that in just a second. Okay. Michelle, do you have a channel? Put your type your link in for me. Oh, yay, they're coming home for Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. You know, I miss those days when my kids were little and the house smelled like turkey and stuffing and all that kind of stuff. That was so fun. That was good times. And it was always hot in the house and cool outside because, the oven's going all day and stuff. It's cool. But the link is still up there. So if anybody wants to come up, just click on the link and you will you can come up here and talk and show us what you got and all that kind of stuff. And as far as the number 3, I have OCD. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I do everything in threes. I found out that the number 3 is better than the number 7, or it's supposed to be a lucky number or something like that. And I had 3 kids. I have a lot of threes in, like, anything like a house number or a zip code or a phone number or it's weird, but it seems like everything revolves around the number 3 for me. But I used to always do stuff in threes. Like when I would wash my hands, I would get, like at work, I would get 3 paper towels, 1, 2, 3, and I didn't count necessarily. It was almost an automatic thing for me to do that. And if you know me or you've watched my videos before, if you know anything about me, you know that I will be smoking. So, and it's cigarettes, it's not anything else. I mean, I can't believe the stuff YouTubers do on live streams. Just because you turn the camera off don't mean we don't know what you're doing. Or if you're sitting on the toilet shooting up during a live stream, that just blew my mind. I can't believe that happened. Because I even asked Doug, was he shooting up? And he said, Doug told me, yeah, he really was. And I'm thinking, wow. You know, I know they have problems, and I don't judge people because I know that there's an underlying reason why they have an addiction. It it is. I mean, it goes along with depression and the way they were treated as a child and everything. I know a lot about that kind of crap. But these people, I guess, don't want help, and I don't understand that because that's the main thing they need to do to get their kids back. But they'll never get them back. They never will. I know that. But what does it mean when a spirit comes to you at 3:30 or 3 o'clock? Um, you know how they always said that midnight is like the devil's hour or something like that. Well, then they said it was 3 o'clock. And if I'm not mistaken, midnight is like the devil's hour, and 3 a.m. is the witching hour, if I'm not mistaken. I may have that backwards, but you can hear him cutting his coke on the table. I when he had that knife up to his throat, is that I think that's somebody commented about that, but I couldn't hear it, and I have Bose uh, headphones, wireless. So if you are a YouTuber and you have your own channel or something, put your link in, type it in the comments so everybody can see it. I'm surprised Cat hasn't came up, but let's see. Yes, I think Summer will be found. Yes. But of course, we all know that she's no longer alive, right? I'm assuming everybody knows that. Or see, we're gonna have to get out more videos because of the Dr. Phil thing. That's my issue because yes, it's getting her name out there. The thing is, she's not alive. She's buried. So it's going to be an accident that she's found, in my opinion. It's not going to be because somebody's actually searching for her. She's just going to be found because. Um, but I could take that back too. Anybody, yeah, if you have a channel, um, put your link up there so we can see it. You can share it with everybody, and I will look you up and everything. And if you want to come up on panel, the link is up there on the screen by me right here. Hello, hummingbird. Where's everybody from? Michelle, you're more than welcome to come up if you'd like. Because I haven't started a YouTube channel yet. Oh, but you're going to? Are you going to do true crime? Arkansas, Alicia Powell. Virginia. Tennessee. Okay, California. I was born in Fresno. Wisconsin. Ooh, it's cold up there, isn't it? Mm, I don't like cold weather. Hurts my bones. Washington State. Now, I love the mountains and the trees and all that. It's just, I know you got to take the good with the bad. Cold in the winter. Yes, true crime and bullying. When I first started my channel, I wanted to focus on DV, depression, well, all mental illnesses. Um, and the way that things have changed for people with mental illness, because used to, people would be born with Down syndrome and they would lock them up for their life. And they don't know what they were missing. I don't know. They just treated people terribly back then. And whenever cases will come out, there for a long time before I even got on YouTube, I was analyzing cases. Like, no, he's a narcissist. No, he's just evil. No, she's just uh she's got, what was it? Like Andrea Yates. She was really sick. She really was. And her husband knew every time they had a child, she got more and more sick. And that's what I was wanting to work on, was mental illness and uh, domestic violence, and I shouldn't have said that. And rights for the family. And I did recently find a video and I saved it, and I'm going to try to cut it up um, because it was on I Survived, and it was about this man who was nearly killed by his psycho girlfriend. And it happens to men too. I know a lot of people, oh, look at how big he is. She's so little, and not, it happens. It really does. And a lot of times, because I don't, sometimes I think these women want to be hit back so that they can get this guy in trouble. I'm reading chat while I'm talking. I'm sorry. It's hard to do. Yeah, there is. And DV and mental illness carries a big misunderstanding. And it's like kids that have slight Asperger's or something, or even, if they're driving at a driving age, or hey, maybe they're just walking down the street to a friend's house. And because he is a black person, which is another thing that makes me angry, that they stop him and give him the riot act, but this kid does not understand all the rules and stuff like he should at his age level, right? I mean, we've seen this happening, and it's that kind of stuff really bothers me. And I thought, well, this is the things that I want to talk about on my channel. And I don't know, it just didn't. I mean, I still want to. It's just hard to squeeze everything in. I mean, once I came out of the broom closet, it's like, I don't know, some people are so cruel. It's like, I'm not an evil person. And people get mad at me because I can't tell them where summer is. And that really pisses me off, actually. You survived a bear attack. I survived a bear attack. Will you curl up in a ball? Yeah. Hi, Samantha. How are you? You doing all right? I have a link up if anybody wants to come up and talk about anything, share their experience, their stories. Um, and if I've read you, I've gave you a reading. If you want to, you're more than welcome to come up and talk about it. I see you, Samantha. I was just thinking about you today, as a matter of fact. Hi, Marcy. How are you? Did your granddaughter get married? Um, feel better. Who's not feeling good, Michelle? Ari? What do you love that series? I Survived? Yeah, I like that. Kaya's opinions, huh? I cry at weddings. I cry a lot. I do. I'm a sensitive person. My feelings could be hurt very easy. Michelle is not feeling good. Is that what I understand? Everybody, Marcy Sneed in the chat. She is a friend of Shanann Watts. Um, trying to get your blood pressure down. Hmm. You need a comfy, cool place that's quiet to lay down and put your feet up and breathe. It's like meditation, which meditating, you don't have to sit up and all that. You can lay down any way that you can get your body to completely relax. It's good for you. What is it? What is your blood pressure? If you don't mind me asking. You just said it's way too high. Keeps going out. Mhm. Anybody want to talk? Get up on the panel. Ask me a question. Marcy. Oh, crap. Have you been eating a lot of stuff you shouldn't have been? 195 over 179 is terrible. I'm good. You go get your blood pressure down. I'm not talking to you no more. Go lay down. Go get your blood pressure to go down. Try to meditate. Yes. A cool, comfy, dark, quiet room. Put your feet up. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Ari, I didn't know that you were a triage nurse. No, seriously, that is really high. And actually, I wouldn't even, if I were you, I would not even drive that way. If there's somebody around that can take you, that would be best. Because when your blood pressure gets that high, you could have a stroke or a heart attack, woman. I'm going to put you in timeout. Go to the doctor. You'll probably go tomorrow, my ass. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Your son will, you need to get him to take you. Don't wait till tomorrow. You can't wait till tomorrow. I mean, I'm not foreseeing anything happening to you. I would tell you. I would tell you in a way where you would go. But I'm suggesting that you need to go now. But I'm not saying anything's going to happen if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can bring it down fast at the hospital. Yep. See, Ari, I have been a sick person all my life. Not like sick in the head, um, just medically ill. So I know more than I should about medical stuff. Yeah, I think she does take something for her blood pressure. I look beautiful because I don't see anybody else around here. Oh, well, thank you so much. You guys are so nice. Did I do a reading for you, Ari? I could just look it up on my email, but what kind of things? A mini one. I'm lost. You lost me. I'm sorry. Maybe my health? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm surprised that I haven't seen some different faces lately. Like Kat, she usually tries to show up. Kat from Cat Chat Crime and Coffee. I think I said that right. There are so many channels out there that are crime and something or something in crime, for PSW Friday. I find out my results in 3 days. What is PSW? Oh, some kind of nursing. Yeah, so far, Summer is still hanging on Gabby. She loves Gabby. She wants to be just like Gabby. Yeah, Kat's nice. She is so smart, and she'll just tell it. That's she's funny like that. I wonder if Summer is still in here. I haven't seen her lately. Come on, ladies. So, Kaya, do you have your own channel? Kaya's opinions? Yeah. They're 6 hours ahead of us. It's 9 here, so it'd be about 3 in the morning. 3 a.m. there in the UK. You loved my opinions on the Dr. Phil show. Yes, I have. I've thought more about Chris McDonough was on Josh's channel, uh, The Lab 2.0, and I seen that today, and they were talking about, um, and this might have been actually aired at another time. I'm not sure, but they were talking about how these guys are good at what they do. They know what they're doing, and that made me think that there's possibly Tinky Tink. I personal support worker. I need one of those. um, yeah, Josh is a really good guy. Criminal Minded. I love that show, Criminal Minds. I do. I only have 56 subs. Started about a month ago. It's for SA and GV and addiction. Good. You can put your link and type it in the chat for everybody. Is Kaya's Opinions? Is that the name of your channel? So, what does a personal support worker do? Here, let me try something. Oh, okay. You have 57 subscribers, Kaya. Um, who do I think killed Summer and why? Okay. Are are any of your pictures of these on your channel, Kaya? Or is that no, that was Ari, wasn't it? I have your channel up here. And whenever I first used to do this, I would get so nervous. I was almost sick to my stomach. And that was kind of dumb because, I mean, it was just, but it was like me sitting here talking to myself. It was weird. But, you know, once you get used to it, it's not bad. Um, you learn as you go. Because I still use my phone sometimes. Usually when I make just videos, I'll use my cell phone and like here's my cell phone. I will turn it this way to record instead of this way. Turn it that way. Um, and there was a lot of times that I would, and I still do sometimes, where I replay and replay and try to record, because I don't like it or I screw up or um, something, and I have to redo it. Okay, the question on Summer. Um, Candace because she was jealous of Summer. But I really think, and like I've said before, um, her breath was taken. Am I getting my pendulum thing out? Um, I did do some stuff. Uh, I figured out how I can get it all in the camera's view and everything everybody can see. I'm not moving my hand. My elbow is on the table. My arm is supported and all that. So I did get that rigged up. I do have something for that. Um, but I have to use my cell phone. Um, but about Summer, I I think, in my opinion, I really think she's she got into something that she shouldn't have gotten into. And I don't know if it was, what kind of drug it was or if it was a drug. Um, I don't know. Who is this with you in this picture, Kaya? Is that your sister? Because it says, my girl's acting silly. And then there's another lady. Um, there's a lady here that looks kind of familiar. Let's see. And since this is your channel, Kaya, um, if I play it, are you going to strike me for it? Because your channel is Kaya's Opinions. Okay. And whenever I turn on YouTube and it's like the main page where you have all these different channels, I finally started seeing some of my videos and stuff in that. And it's kind of weird. It's like, oh, that's my video. Ooh. I have 20 plus years working at hospitals, instrument tech in the OR. That'd be cool. See, I can handle stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. Mm, that's good. That's fulfilling. That's a fulfilling job, occupation, not a job. It's an occupation. And I just, I don't know. I feel sorry for those people. Oh, they're your daughters. Okay. So, my question of the night is confirmation. It is, in fact, Gabby who comes to me, and am I helping her enough? I was in a similar GV situation. Um, I don't know if you're helping Gabby enough. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, to her, um, what kind of abilities do you have? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check out your channel, Kaya. I like the name Kaya and Kira and Mira. Um, Mira is an Irish version of Mary. I think that's cool. Um, yeah. Okay. That's all you gotta really say is I'm Native American and I know because I am too. Um, my dad, however, is not, or he was not an Indian. Um, I am Cherokee, Choctaw, and Creek. I'm registered. I'm on the roll. Um, my grandmother, my mom's mom, was not allowed to uh, get on the school bus because they didn't allow black kids on school buses back then. They thought she was black. She's just Indian. Crazy. So yeah, and I don't know why Native Americans are so spiritual. She started appearing always by walking up at 3 a.m. after they found her body, and she would be sobbing that she didn't want to leave yet. Yeah, full blood Cherokee. That's cool. Yeah, and it's too bad that, that the Indian race itself is becoming extinct. Like some animals. I think I'm not calling Indians, Native Americans, I'm not calling them animals. Good Lord. I mean, I am Native American. I'm freaking proud too. Proud of it. And that's something else that irritates me. Um, because I can only imagine what it's like to be, because they did this to Indians, just like they did it to the black people. They segregated the Indians. The white men would give them land and then take it away and give them crap land, and it would get crappier and crappier, the land that they got. And that's why a lot of Indians don't really like the government. I mean, that's why white men's laws cannot come on tribal land. If you think about it, it makes sense. Um, but that's one thing that I do want to cover is like Native Americans that are missing and stuff like that. more Native American laws and stuff, um, which I did kind of cover that on one missing child case. And as far as I know, her body has not been found. Um, it was a little girl that lived on an Indian Blackfoot reservation in Montana, something like that. I'd have to look it up, but I did a video on her. Um, yeah, they did. And see, the United States was Indians. My mom did tell me one thing though: tribal laws and regular laws are two completely different worlds. Yeah, and and I'm glad it should be that way because they done pissed all over us. And I just like so I don't like for people to talk racist stuff because I don't I don't like that. I just don't like that. I don't like people being mean to each other. I just don't like it. Makes me mad. I've always been that way. I'm for the little guy, I guess. Yes. And I was talking to my husband the other day about the COVID shots, how, all these nurses are being threatened. You don't get your shots, you don't get vaccinated, then you don't have a job, and all this stuff. And I told him, I said, that would be like the government telling Indians they have to cut their hair. I told him, I said, do you know how pissed I would be? Do you know how much I would stand up and holler about that one? Because there was two boys that lived down the street from me when I was growing up. And I mean, I remember their names and everything. They had long, straight black hair, beautiful. And the teachers told them they had to cut their hair. And they went home and they told their parents. That didn't happen. Let's just say that didn't happen. You can't do that. I mean, that would be like Mr. Biden over here, which I ain't happy with, but that would be like him saying, "Oh, you have two too many kids. You're going to have to kill two of them." What? The government, I'm not anti government. I mean, I support the police in everything, pretty much everything that they do. Not everything. But I just don't think that the government has the right to tell anybody what to do in the privacy of their own life. They track you through your phone, your computer, your house phone, your television. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I did get vaccinated. I did. I had to. And then I made my husband and my son do it. But you shouldn't force the government, let me rephrase, should not force anyone to get a vaccine. That's that's going back to Hitler. And you know, this is the United States. Give me a break. But that's another story. Um, that's like telling black women not to have their natural hair or wear braids. I'll tell you, I already know if I was a black girl, I would have all of those little bitty tiny braids. I would have a whole mess of them. I know it takes a long time because I thought about getting it done once and they were like, oh, it'll take days. And I said, days? Yep. Sometimes the girl getting her hair done just sleeps in the chair while somebody does her hair. And they take turns and they go on shifts. It's like, no. But yeah, I would do that. And that's another thing. See, I adopted my son. Um, he was born my grandson, but I adopted him when he was a baby, and he is Korean and Indian, which goes back to what I was going to say earlier. Um, I want him to know the Korean side, and I've always told him I want you to learn Mandarin, Korean, Japanese. I have a daughter that speaks Japanese. I have another one that speaks Indian. Um, I'm not sure which it is, but my mom's brother is a preacher in a Indian church, and they preach and sing in Indian. It's on a reservation, if I'm not mistaken. 4 hours to get your hair braided. Wow. I know it's weird, but I even like the what do they call it? Dreads. I know, but anyway, my mother, a long time ago, she said, if you think about it, she said this is how it. This is what my mother said. I'm just saying what she said. What the way that it was Asia, and that went up to, it's like people went from there to Alaska and then into the United States. And as they did over the years and stuff, and they came into the United States, they became, I don't know, they adapted and stuff, and they were Native American Indians. And so she said, if you think about it, and the next time you look at one of those papers that wants to know your race and all that, first of all, that doesn't matter what your race is, and they shouldn't ask you that. But um, sometimes they do it for your benefit, sometimes they do it for their benefit. So, gotta watch that. But I was just wondering who's coming down here. Um, oh yeah, Indian fry bread with honey. Hmm. Oh, I've had some awesome Native American Indian food. Um, oh mercy. But um, she said that will show you on those papers that they ask you your race. Um, it will show you because it says Native American Alaskan descent or something like that, or Asian descent, and they don't separate that anymore. like Native American or Asian. They don't separate it. So I paid attention, and they don't. They don't separate it anymore unless you're getting Indian services, and you have to live in your tribal district. And I mean, you can get all kinds of help. It's um like welfare, but it's for Indians. Yeah, last night I was going through that. Um, uh, was it the interview Chris McDonough did with Hunter? Where did I put my paper? And there was a lot of stuff in there that I didn't really. Hunter, the way that he talks is he kind of contradicts himself. I don't know. I just was having some issues with that. His um, fake yawning, was that because of a guilt thing? Is that why he did that? Oh, thank you. No, I'm in my basement in one of the bedrooms down here. I fixed it up for me. Put all my junk in, all my clothes. There's not one wall of closet. It's thought about putting Dylan down here, but he said he didn't want to be down here. I said okay. It needs work on, but it's all right. It'll work for now. Okay, this girl named Bunny Girl, she's the one that brought it to our attention that Hunter said um, Summer was not there. I thought I wrote it down exactly what he said. He said something like, Chris McDonough asked him who was with who was with her, maybe, or something. You think weed? It's a sign of autism drugs. Hmm. Now, I would be more likely to believe that, but I think that one, he said that Hunter said that when they were down at the lake or creek or pond or whatever that was, the fishing hole, that he was drinking the tea and they were both hitting it. So that right there, not might be wrong, but that right there tells me that um, it wasn't nicotine. And he told Chris McDonough it was just nicotine. Chris didn't ask that. So why did he offer that information? Cinnamon scented brooms. Yeah. I have a little one about like that in the kitchen. And I know kids with autism. and Asperger's and ADHD, everything. Oh, there is no way anybody would be able to handle Dylan without his ADHD medication. I will tell you that. Um, he is one hyper kid and messy. He's very messy. But he's so kind hearted. Um, he cries for people. He's, and I know he gets it from me, but he's got manners. He's a good kid. He opens doors for people, especially older people. Um, he is, I'm proud. I really am. Um, I don't know. He's a good boy. Yeah, he probably does. Well, see, when Dylan was 5, school started in August, like the 12th or something. And he turned 5 August the 9th. I wanted to keep him out of school for one more year because he just turned 5. And someone else wanted him to start school at barely 5. And that really chapped my butt. But when he got to school, the teacher told me, we need to have a talk. And I thought, oh no, what did he do? Well, he was just hyper. And she said that, you know, she's taught for so long and she knows kids that are hyper. And she told me, you need to take him to the doctor, explain all this to him, to the doctor, and just let him know what I said. And that way, uh, we can get him under control, which I got him when he was 2, and he was bouncing off the walls at home. So I can only imagine how bad he was at school. And I fought it and I cried and I did not want to give him medication. The first time that I gave him the medication, I had to, it was like a tablet thing. You can open it up and pour the medicine out. And I got these pills home and I called the doctor and I'm like, how am I supposed to give this to him? And he explained it to me, put it in a teaspoon of, get you like a scoop of applesauce, like a teaspoon, and then sprinkle the medicine on there and have him just swallow that. I said, oh, okay. So I did that. He sits down on the couch at some point and he's sitting there and he's drooling. I just lost it. I thought I poisoned my baby. It was terrible. Um, and now his doctor's like, I mean, this is over so many years. He's 17 now, but um, I don't know. They're just they say he needs to, like, on the weekends not take it, and I'm like, are you going to take care of him? You going to let him go to your house for the weekend? uh-uh. I said these are for me more than they are for him because it keeps me sane. Because if he don't have them, I'm like, makes me nervous, and I can always tell if he didn't take it or not. Where Where's everybody at? Nobody's talking to me. I'm talking to myself. Yes, it helped him. It did. Um, I think the first thing that he took was called Focalin, if I'm not mistaken. He is a nice looking guy. He's very particular about his clothes and stuff like that, which, that's fine. At least he doesn't look like crap all the time. Your generation, how, what's your age range, Barb? I mean, you don't have to tell me how old you are, just around. I'm 55, so you just listening? I listen to a lot of live streams while I'm doing dishes or laundry and stuff like that. I pick the ones that I know are long. That way I can just put my headphones on, go about my business. Um, and one YouTuber that's really good to listen to when you're cleaning and stuff is Stephanie Harlow. She tells stories so well. And I told her several times that she needs to work for um, audiobooks, where she reads the story in her voice. It's just, she's got a good voice for that. It's like Josh at the interview room, or at the interview room, Lab 2.0. He has a really good voice for like over the radio, like when you're driving down the street, you hear this voice of the guy on the radio. Oh, I don't look 55. Oh, thank you. You were a grandma at 42? Well, and two, it's like, what are you supposed to look like at 50 or whatever? My body feels like it's 100, but my mind is like a 30-year-old, maybe. It's strange. We've been on here for an hour and a half already. You thought I was more like 45? Damn, I like you, girl. I thought about getting one of those microphones so I could have a really nice voice. Yeah, right. Um, oh, little baby bear cubs. They're attracted to you. Maybe your spirit is a big bear or something. Cindy, you're 65. Um, know what I'd like to do is, oh, yeah. Um, I would like to have a really cool intro to my YouTube channel. I do have uh, some that I made, but I don't know how to use them. I don't know how to put them in there or anything. And I don't have any men in here, which is odd. They say I'm a cougar. That's cute. I need a producer. Honey, I can't afford to pay Peter to pay Paul. Oh, I can't afford the crap. I do know people. Um, Actually, I need to get a hold of him. I need to get my member badges redone, and I need to get me some emojis, and I need to have something enticing. I don't know. It's not upbeat enough. It's not lively in here. You guys are funny. So, what does the producer do? Takes all my money that I don't have. Intro music. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Let me see. I don't know if it's in there or not. Maybe. It, I'm going to make sure the volume's down. And then I'll show it to you. Ooh, it screen's dirty. If I'm not mistaken, this is it. But I don't know how to. You know how YouTubers will have their video, and then they can do something, and they'll bring up a picture of a news footage of something or whatever. I don't know how to do that. There's a lot of crap on here I don't know how to do, and it's very upsetting. Um, I'm going to turn this up so you can see it or hear it. Duh. Okay. Mm, let's see. Which one is it? I've made lots of these for lots of people. It's try to look. The lighting is bad. Whoops. I made one for Summer. I've made one for Gabby, one for Maya, one for Suzanne. Lots of them. So, I've made several intros. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. Okay, there's one, which I know it might be kind of creepy. Okay, and it's really hard to see them. Um, let's see. Mm, okay. Oops. Sorry. Oh, that was short. Okay. Um, I love that app. It is iMovie, and I make a lot of little videos like that. I did Summer and Suzanne and Maya Milete. I've done a lot of them. I enjoy doing those. They're easy. They're fun. Um, let's see. I wonder if you can see this one of summer because I don't know. I'd like to put it out in a post or something. This is Summer Wells. Hmm. Summer went missing June 15th, 2021, from her home in Rogersville, Tennessee, Hawkins County. She is only 5 years old. She is 3 feet tall and weighs 40 pounds. She has managed to captivate the hearts of everyone around the world. Summer is beautiful. She is precious. And she is innocent. Through the eyes of this child, we ask for your help to bring Summer Moon Utah Wells home. We love you, Summer. We miss you, Summer. And we can't wait to see you again. So, I would like to put that one out as a post. I'm not sure if I know how to do it or not. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's sad. Sorry. I wished I could find her. She's gonna she's gonna get a nice funeral. I'll tell you, it's gonna be something huge. I I I foresee it. I do. And to have a gift of knowing things, and people don't want to. I don't know. They don't want to get involved with it, or whatever the case is. I don't know. Um, thank you, Cindy. Oh yeah, yeah. Um, do you want to see the one that I did for Gabby? Because I did one for Gabby, and that's not the one for Summer. I did a couple for Summer apparently. Uh, it's hard not to. I just wish they'd tell us where she's at, because they know. They know what they did with her body. They know. I mean, oh, those are so easy and they're so fun. Um, I just don't know how anybody could do shit like that. Um, and then I heard today about this little girl in uh, Hawaii, over there in one of those islands, that her and her sister were adopted by this couple, and she was kept in a cage inside of a bathroom, and they didn't report her missing until a month after they had killed her, and they still haven't found her body. It's like, what in the hell are you people thinking? Um, no, when I was younger, I wanted to be, I wanted to be a cop, and I wanted to work my way up and become an attorney and a judge, and I don't know, maybe I could make a difference. But I will tell you, this whole story with Summer is, it's not gonna just be over. I mean, it's gonna be a big deal. She is going to change something. There's something is going to come out of this. I can see it. Um, there'll be some kind of a law that comes out in Summer's name that is going to do something for children. And now, the way that I understood it is they're thinking that maybe Dawn's friend, well, ex employee, the one that he fired the same day or the day after or whatever, I put some of these are out on my YouTube, but this is the one that I did for Gabby. Always get this backwards. Okay, that's Gabby's. Um, I've done a lot of them. This this one's the other one that I did for summer. I don't know. I don't know why I made two, but I did. Those things are fun. You guys need to get that app. It's free. You can do it on your phone or your tablet. Computers, this computer that I have, the only way that I can do it is on here or on my phone, either one. And then I have to email it to myself on my computer to be able to do anything with it. And there's just so much to a computer to learn, and I'm having trouble with it. Um, the name of the app is iMovie. Let me see. Um, let me shoot. Let's see. I'm gonna take all that off the screen, and I'll show you. It looks like that. Oh man, can't hardly see nothing. Right here, the very or this one, either one. I mean, it's the same thing, right? Okay. iMovie. Oops. Where the heck is it? It's a blue square with a white star and a blue camera in the middle, like an old movie camera. That's what that is. And it is a blast to play with. Um, you can make movies or you can make trailers. Trailers are the really short ones, movies are longer. You can put in any kind of writing you want or any kind of photos. Um, I actually thought about, I did one about Barrymore few. Yeah. And I haven't done one about Chad and Lori. The app is called just an letter I, movie. Here, like that. Oh, it's a free app. I mean, I love playing with that thing. And you can edit it as you, I mean, that's easy to edit, but I don't know how to edit videos. I mean, I know you have to kind of go by and then cut this out and put it back together, and it just seems ridiculous. I don't like to do that. I mean, I don't know how, so I can figure it out, but I don't want to. Drop the link to come up. It's right here. Did I leave it at the? Let me see. Um, you want to come up on the panel, ma'am? Ari, are you want to come up? Copied to clipboard. Okay. Copied. Okay. Then I go right here, and there's that. There it is. I did it. Every time I am able to do anything, and it's like, I did it. I did it. A lot of times I just have my little mouse and I'll stop on something and see what it says it does and go to the next thing. That's how I learn. I'm the type of person where I have to do it myself to learn. I can't just, like, Dylan will come in here and he's done. I don't know what he's just done. So I have to learn it my way. Oh, he woke up. Well, the link is there if somebody wants to come up. T.D. Dean. Hello. I haven't seen your name on here. Are you new? Do you have your own channel that you would like to advertise? You can put the description, your platform. You can put your channel name in the comment box. Let us know who you are if you'd like. You're more than welcome. Where are you from? What state or country? Oh, well, thank you. TD is, don't take this offensively, but is it a man or a woman? Because it seems like all I have is women in my chat. And I know it's probably not a chat for men, but I would love some men in here. Just because we talk about DV and things like that does not mean that it's not a place for a man. Oh, okay. Well, it's Nice to see you in here. Oh, Terry. Okay. Thought I heard one of my dogs. This thing keeps going out on me. What state are you in? I'm in Kansas. You're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. I hate it here. I mean, I love the small town, um, but it has its bad parts too. I mean, there's nothing out here but cows and dirt. Tennessee. Okay. I might have seen you earlier then. Are you anywhere near where Summer went missing? Born and raised in Nashville. I was born and raised with the Grand Old Opry and Hee Haw. That's what my dad used to watch all the time. I remember being little. I was about 10 years old, and I was sitting in the floor watching. Oh, I know. I wished I could too. I think if I was there, I might be able to find her. But I was sitting in the floor, laughing my butt off, watching I Love Lucy. And my dad was drunk, and he was sitting at the table like he always did. And he says, "You find something so GD funny, you gotta laugh about it." And I turned around and I looked at him, and I watched for a little bit longer, and then I just got up and left. I thought that was probably the best thing I could do at that time, was to walk out of that situation. Your sister was on Hee Haw. Um, what did she do on Hee Haw? I always liked Minnie Pearl because she had the little tag on her hat. Shows my age. And then I had the little Hee Haw overalls, and they're so little. It's like, wow, was I that little? I couldn't have been but maybe 3 or 4 years old wearing those. I have a link up for anybody that wants to come and talk, share their stories, their ideas, their complaints, whatever. I know a lot of people getting kind of shy to come up, but when you do, if you've been on a live stream before, um, you can stop the camera and it'll just be a blank screen with your little icon thingy on it if you don't want to be on camera. She was a blonde. Oh, one of those sexy little blonde Preacher daughters. Preacher's daughter. It's funny. You're still painting? You were painting last weekend, weren't you? Just me and her left. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Hum. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. I have 11 people in here, according to my phone. Um, is that not true? You know who I always liked? Ever since I was a little teeny tiny thing, Dolly Parton. I always thought she was so pretty. Oh, you mean you paint paintings? I want to see them. Very important. Wouldn't you like to sell them and get famous off of it or something? Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be cool, Barb. I never had the abilities of drawing. Now, floral arrangements, yeah, I can do floral arrangements. Um, I always enjoyed doing that. And I had a bakery for, I think I was in that bakery field for like 23 years. And, I could make the wedding cakes and all that kind of stuff. And people would always ask me, make us a cake, make us a cake, we need a cake. I'm like, oh. And people think, oh, I bet it's so nice. You can have all the cake you want. And it's like, oh, no, I'd rather have a big roast beef sandwich or something. You get tired of it, but you just do it for fun. But that's the thing. That's why I do flower arrangements, just because I can, because it's fun. It's for me. It's being creative is relaxing to me. So that's why I enjoy it. You like cake? I like cake. Yeah, I do now since I've gotten away from it. Um, I made some chocolate chip cookies about 6 o'clock this morning. I needed something chocolatey. And then I ate a banana and I put chocolate syrup on it, take a bite. Chocolate syrup, take a bite. That was good. And I do not like my bananas to be bruised in any way. My husband says I like them green. I don't like them green, but I like them right after they've turned from being green. Because once they start getting spots and stuff, and I know that that's when they have their flavor, and I'll use them for like banana nut bread and stuff. But I can't just eat them. I have to use them in that bread. keeping yourself busy. Um, yeah, just oh, fear sleeping, I guess. I just have issues going on over here. You did a reading for someone a while back. The first few answers were as if you were talking to me. Huh. I don't remember what it was or who it was. I did a reading online. I mean, sometimes I do. I mean, if they're there and they're very clear, about how they can communicate with me, I can, because I did the same thing for Josh. The, I don't, Josh Diaz, at the lab. Um, and that's when I had my issue with not Josh, but people that don't understand the abilities of a psychic or a medium or an empath or a conduit or anything like that. They think that it's all evil, and it's not. They think that because you can see this person and you can talk to them, and if you know all this, you must have been watching TV. Well, there for a long time, I didn't watch anything that had anything to do with summer because I went on, I made my first video, and I said everything that I needed to say, and I have revised it because of things we've learned. But um, once I got my 2 cents out there, I thought, okay, this is what I'm getting, and now I'm gonna watch and see what happens because I really do want the satisfaction, and I know that sounds really shitty, but I really would like the satisfaction of saying, "Told you, I told you." And I don't know anything about Josh Diaz other than he had a hard childhood. That's it. But I did um, a reading for him. So, I mean, I'm not going to say what I told him, but because that's his thing, that's for him. And it's just like if I read one of you, I wouldn't put your information out there. And normally I wouldn't even say anything about who I read or why. But I do readings. I just I charge $50 for them, and I have done a lot of them. Does anybody have any questions, gripes, complaints, information, anything they want to share? Because we've been on here for a little over 2 hours, and I am thinking about those chocolate chip cookies I made. So I thought, I'm going to go get me some chocolate chip cookies. I would like to see your paintings, Barbara. My ears are ringing. The lady's mom's name was Mary. Huh. That I read. I read her. No, people don't understand. But, you know, I don't know. A lot of people don't understand it. But there are a lot of paranormal things that has happened in the Bible. The way that people used to live for a long time, that wasn't normal. Or turning a person into stone or salt or whatever it was, or parting the Red Sea. That was done with powers. Do a video on what? When you paint, do you paint people? Do a video on what? Do For her to do a video on her art? You could do that. I mean, yeah. I mean, people do all kinds of stuff online. I just think that as long as somebody has a platform, they should use it for good and do it to help people. Um, I was asking Barb if you paint people. And T.D. Dean um, is asking if you uh, would do videos on your painting. Hi, Fame Features. Welcome. How are you and where are you? What state are you in? We have a shrinking chat. Oklahoma. That's where I'm from. I was born in Fresno. We lived in California until I was 10. When I was 10, we moved to Oklahoma, and that's where my parents were born. And I'm an Okie. I claim to be an Okie, and um, hmm, I was just wondering if you are the lady that I read before. It was a horrible story. It really got me. miss me. No, you don't miss me. I'm kidding. Well, I don't know who you are though. I have emailed you before months ago and we spoke. I was just fame. Okay. Um did you email me about a lady that was maybe I shouldn't ask on an open panel, you know? I mean, because that's your situation. Of course, I could go to my email and I can look because I do save them all. Um, and sometimes when I read someone, like if you lost your child and all I ask is whenever I do a reading, that you send $50 to my PayPal, you email me a photograph of the person that you want read, that you want to contact, that is on the other side. Well, I mean, I do like you can send me a picture and the first name of the person. Just tell me if they're, and really, I can tell you by their picture if they're missing or if they are passed, um, or what happened to them, why they passed. Um, I have a lot of people that I try to stay in contact with. I always do. I always go back and check, and sometimes if I need to go back and reread that person again, I will always call or email you and ask if I can go back and speak to your loved one again to see if I can get any further information. So I do that. And I mean, if you agree on it, then I can go back and I'll talk. But I'm not. That's your loved one, so I feel like I need permission to do that, and I don't charge for it. It's just sometimes I can get more information. It, it depends on how much they want to talk at one time. Um, Sometimes I want to speak to somebody, but somebody else wants to speak more. Um, and like I've said before, I was only wrong once, and that was because I was flooded with emails because I was doing free readings. And that's when I started charging, and that's when people stopped asking for readings. Um, so I didn't have a reading. I was contacting about con- contacting about a cold case. Okay. Well, in the bottom of okay, if you go to my home page, in the about section is my email address and my PayPal information. Um, I don't want, if somebody wants a reading, I don't want a lot of information. Um, The less that I know, the better off, because um, I don't want anything interfering in what I get. My readings that I do um, are legit. I mean, and I don't want anybody saying, "Oh, well, she must have looked it up or Googled it or saw it on the news or whatever." No, no, I don't do that. But after I did a reading for someone once, it was horrible, horrible, horrific murder case. I did the reading, and I was right. And the lady, because I always ask after I do a reading, I want an email sent back to me saying, yes, you were right, this happened and that happened, or no, you were wrong about this, but you were right about that, or whatever it is. Um, because I want to know. And sometimes the way that I see things are not the way that the person that's deceased tells me. Like they could say somebody murdered him, and I'm like, no, nobody murdered you. It's hard to explain, but, and I always go back to these two women. They were sisters. And one of the women said she wanted to contact her sister. So I contacted her sister, and her sister kept telling me that somebody killed her. And then she was like, I killed myself and all this stuff. Finally, to come out with it, the woman had uh, the worst kind of mental illness you can have, and I forgot what it's called. Ugh, I hate when I do that. I hate when I forget stuff. Okay, I lost my mom on the 4th. Services were today. I will want to check in with her when I am able. I never sent pictures in when you were doing free readings because I am a little scared. Why are you scared? What are you afraid of? Where you can find my email address. I just said it, but I'll tell you again. My home screen, if you go to the top, there'll be a bunch of like community posts and videos and all that. And if you go over to the far right, it'll say about. And you click that, and all my information will be there. Um, and then also, under each video, I put my email address, my PayPal account. Um, I need to actually set it up where I don't know how to get it to where it's just automatically in there. But it should, all that information, my email and everything, should be in the about section and under my videos. But my email address is if I did it right. Okay, I need to be up higher. I need to figure out this chair. But there's my email address. And don't be scared. You know, everybody that lives is going to die. And that's scary. And that sucks. Why did it take so long to get your mom buried? And you were contacting me about which cold case? Was it Dior? Because I've had a lot of people asking me about Dior. I just, I, I get kind of leery of that because I, it's probably an ongoing case. She was cremated, and my dad made the decision. Um, it's an Oklahoma cold case. Yeah, see, anything in Oklahoma, I'll jump on that. Anything Native American, I'll jump on that. I just, that's, that's part of me. She did not want to be cremated. Is that what it was? You think she'll be mad? Because I'll tell you, it doesn't matter. The body, once the soul is gone, the body, it doesn't matter if it's buried or cremated. Um, so yeah, I'd like to know what the cold case is. If you want to type it in there. I've never had a reading or anything in my life. First time, a little scary. Um, I don't know. I don't. I don't think so. I mean, for me, it's not scary. You know what's even scarier than getting a reading from a dead loved one is a live person that's out to hurt you. And that happens too, you know, all the time. So at least dead people can't, I mean, they can't hurt you. Um, or at least, spirits, people's spirits can't hurt you. There are other things out there that can hurt you, but I don't allow that into my life, into my home, into my heart, into my soul. No, it don't happen for me like that. I don't go there. It's just sudden, and she ever feared planning a funeral, so she made no plans. Oh, a lot of people don't. Um, I would actually like to have all my stuff bought and paid for so I get what I want. I would like a champagne colored casket or a baby powder pink casket with pink all in the inside, pink and white. That pink is my favorite color. And I would like to have a shiny black headstone. The music I want played probably won't get played. And because it's too heavy metal. Um, let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I had planned on it anyway, making all those decisions and buying all that stuff and getting it done and over with. Now, I did have 6 burial plots in a family cemetery. And when I got married, I sold them to my mother. Um, but I've since made other arrangements, and they all know it. So, well, not all of them. Not everybody knows. So, um, are you wanting a reading on your mother? Is that your mother's name? Amber Renee Barker? I was just curious. It was just sudden and yeah. Well, a lot of people don't plan for stuff like that. Um, that's sad. It's like I watch the AFC, um, and it's Jay's podcast, um, and he talks about children that are killed by their parents or foster parents or just children that get killed, and he gets upset because people should have life insurance on their kids. Um, things happen to kids too. And then people do the GoFundMe's. Well, I don't think it's right either. Um, because the insurance, the Gerber Grow Up Life Plan or whatever, is so cheap and it pays off a lot. And did you know adults can also get that insurance? I have it. I have $10,000, 10,000 on my husband's uh, for when I die, and then I have the Gerber Grow Up plan, which is going to pay out a hell of a lot more than $10,000, and that's what I wanted. Um, the other one, I can't afford it. You're fine. Fame, when you get ready, you'll know. And I don't know. I don't think you're the one that was Indian, but I think you're the one from Oklahoma. Yep, I see it. An Oklahoma cold case. Yeah, I still want that. Is that the name of the cold case right there? Amber Renee Barker? Um, let me write this down. I'm also working on another cold case. Um, she's been gone for 26 years. It's crazy. Um, I'm going to assume that Amber Renee Barker is the cold case. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. I will in the future. Okay. That Amber. Do you remember that baby named Ember? Um, and her dad did something with her, and they've never found that little baby. You are all over the place. You must be drinking a lot of coffee. I don't hardly ever watch TV. I watch whatever's on YouTube. And there's only certain ones, certain creators that I watch. Um, it's just like real life. I mean, you got to be careful who you talk to. Espresso. Do you have one of those fancy machines? Those things are expensive. I'd like to go to England and go meet up with Kat and sit and chat about crime and drink coffee. That would be fun. So that was the old case then. That you don't. Do you want me to look at it or not yet? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to get off here because we've been on here for a while. And oh, there's 12 people in here. That's what it says. Where's the other people? I don't see them talking, chatting. Come on, you guys. I don't see anybody talking. There just isn't much coverage anymore. On what? Summer? Because there's a lot going on right now, and it's fixing to get worse. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh well, Doctor Phil said they didn't do nothing." Come on, chat, chat. Yeah, Fame's got plenty of energy. Okay, guys, I am gonna go get me some cookies and chill out for a while. Um, I like it down here. I can spread out, and I got all my equipment, and um, I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you guys. All right, you guys. Um, Next Saturday, 8 o'clock, same bat channel, same bat station, whatever. And it'll be an open panel. I mean, I have no problem with that, and I like to keep it that way because my platform is your platform, and your opinion matters. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here, and no more cappuccino or espresso for you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a night person. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to go, and you guys have a good evening, and we will see you next Saturday, 8 o'clock. Um, bring your spirit friends with you, and let's see if we can get some of them to talking because I think they're wanting to talk. So just let me know. All right. You don't think so, huh? Uh huh. No, I'm kidding. All right. Good night, you guys. Take care. Bye bye.